Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Alright, we've seen a lot of movies, but we haven't seen... Well, I haven't...
I was waiting.
Alright.
You could have waited for me to start. I'm trying to time it.
Okay.
Alright, ready. You start.
Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Kyle. We.
Yeah, okay. I got it now. Okay. Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
We've both seen a lot of movies.
Why'd you add both?
Because it works.
We've seen a lot of movies.
Alright, fine. Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
We've seen... Hi, I'm Caleb.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
We've both seen a lot of movies. But I have not seen Little Shop of Horrors.
This is bad. This is not working.
No, it will work. Damn it.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
Hi, I'm Caleb. We've been around the block.
No, that's the wrong terminology.
Alright.
Hi, I'm Kyle.
I'm Caleb.
I almost said Caleb.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, this is Caleb.
And this is Kyle.
We've seen a lot of movies.
Yeah, I haven't seen Little Shop of Horrors.
I haven't seen Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was going to watch.
Yeah, and so we figured these both are pretty similar, so we're going to go ahead and do a science fiction double feature 5-minute review extravaganza extraordinaire.
It's probably just going to say science fiction double feature.
Yeah.
5-minute review. Basically, we took two musicals that had horror in the title, and we're like, hey, it's October.
And they're kind of Motown rockabilly type of things, so yeah.
Yeah.
It'll work.
They're both kind of old movies.
Yeah.
All I know about Rocky Horror Picture Show is everybody loves it. And there's cross-dressing and music.
And all I know about Little Shop of Horrors is that it's got funny people in it and a killer plant. So, yay!
So we're going to watch 5 minutes. They're both separate because we couldn't just do them, but we'll do...
It's a double feature.
Yeah, it'll be back to back.
Yeah. So
like at the drive-thru.
Like at the drive-in.
That one.
Like at the drive-in. So stay tuned, because I'll go ahead and review this.
And then I'll do this one.
And we're going to do it in the same video. I'm done. Alright. So, I don't know much about this movie, except for it's like a rockabilly musical. Almost in the same vein as Rocky Horror Picture Show. And, I don't have too much expectations. I don't know what to expect, to be honest. It just looks like it's gonna be funny. It's got Rick Moranis and John Candy and Steve Martin is apparently in it. So I'm looking forward to watching this. I don't see how it could be bad, but there's always a chance. So I'll see you after the first 5 minutes. Alright, so I just watched the first 5 minutes of Little Shop of Horrors. It ended right before they were about to start doing what I'm assuming is the Skid Row number, because they said Skid Row, and then we heard, ah! And I had to pause it. So, yeah. It was very fast-paced. The plot wasn't set up too much. It had probably the most vague opening narration I've ever heard. It said, in a certain time period, not too long ago, in the early part of that decade, an enemy appeared, as these enemies often do, in an unexpected area. What kind of vague shit is that? That was terrible. That's basically saying something happens. I just shortened that narration for you, Frank Oz. My goodness. But anyway, the presentation was great. Right away when the lady started singing, saw Alan Menken in the credits, and instantly realized that's where he got the inspiration for the Hercules opening song. So I'm already into it because I love that Disney movie. They're singing and being all happy. Not too much of the plot is being exposed in this number. It's just kind of setting the mood of the music and also just the time they're in. So, then we're introduced to Seymour and Audrey. The weird bit is, like, they repeated their names over and over and over again just in the first 5 minutes of this movie. They said each other's names like 6 times, but everything was so fast-paced and chaotic, I couldn't retain the information. I don't remember a word of what the women were singing, and I just got done watching it. It is so much stuff. So, the presentation is definitely similar to a Broadway musical, where just things are happening and you're just kind of, you have to absorb it and just, I don't know, just watch it take place in front of you. They don't hold your hand at all. They sing to you and things happen and you just need to catch up. So, that was fun. So, my prediction, based on this 5 minutes, is that there shall be singing. Now, Seymour is obviously, he's clumsy and he's awkward. He reminds me a lot of Rick Moranis. And, so so I'm guessing it's going to be almost like a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids thing where he is very awkward, very clumsy, but also very smart. And he probably is going to do something to impress Audrey, which I assume turns into the plant monster I saw on the cover of the movie. That is mostly it. I mean, that's my prediction at least. So yeah, for the first 5 minutes of the movie, I was still impressed. I was still entertained. I was tapping my feet and snapping along to the music. I was introduced to the characters, and set up for something to happen, even though they didn't hint at it other than that extremely vague narration that an enemy appears in a really unlikely place. So, I'd give it a good B. For I'm a big sucker for musicals. So I'm not giving it an A. And I'm very picky, especially when Alan Menken is brought into the equation. So far I am interested. I will watch the rest of the movie. And I will probably enjoy it. Yeah. I will see you after the movie with my final thing. Alright, so I just finished the rest of Little Shop of Horrors, and I quite enjoyed it. So, as far as my prediction went, after the first 5 minutes, no! Seymour is not smart at all. He didn't do it to impress the lady. He just found it. That was fun. And it was kind of his own. It was kind of his own doing. It didn't fit my prediction at all. However, it exceeded my expectations. That's for sure. It had definitely it was a very clear 3-act structure in the movie. So the first 5 minutes basically gave me an impression of what the first act will be. And, the rest of it basically just caught me off guard. So Steve Martin appears in the second act, at the beginning of the second act, and holy crap, it was hilarious. It was absolutely funny, but the problem was, it was funnier than the rest of the movie before, so I was actually really concerned that nobody could actually measure up for the rest of the movie. But they did. The rest of the content was, it may not have been just as funny, but it was just as outrageous and just as entertaining. So it was a clear break in the second act where now the hilarity ensues. You have the setup, now we get to have fun, and it was great. Bill Murray shows up for no reason, and he actually outfunnies Steve Martin. It was... I very much enjoyed this musical. It was really good. The copy we got has a director's cut. Apparently that's new, and has a 20-minute alternate ending. So to let you guys know, buy the Blu-ray, because it's got extras, even if you know and love the original. So with the characters, it was just mainly the two. It was Audrey and Seymour. The rest were just supporting, just there to basically move the plot forward, and inevitably to die. So their characters didn't really develop much. Their characters just fell in love. Audrey kind of learned not to get hit anymore, I guess. And Seymour learned kind of to stick up for himself, but not really, because his entire happiness depended on another person liking him. So, not much character development, but they maintained through the whole thing. They didn't decline, even though they really should have just gone insane during the events of this movie. The first 5 minutes were a good way to bring you into the feeling of the movie, and definitely a good way to bring you into the first act of the movie, where you just get to absorb the information and get to know the characters. The rest of the movie is just incredibly entertaining, with some memorable music, and the music numbers actually move the plot forward, so it's not like, plot, now we go into song. It just maintains. It's really good. Yeah, I'd give Little Shop of Horrors, I'd give it a B+, for sure. And that's only because, I'm a big fan of musicals. So when a musical is put in front of me, I end up, comparing it to other musicals like it. And fortunately, there is a musical that I hold very dear that we're going to be seeing in the second half of this video. I'm making Kyle watch it. So, yeah. B+ for Little Shop of Horrors. So I'll see you guys around. Here's Kyle. There we go.
I didn't know you were recording.
I said sound camera.
I guess it's my turn to watch a movie now. So I'm supposed to say something slightly more about this. So, something more. So, it's my turn to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show. In our double feature. And like I said, I didn't know anything that much before in the immediate introduction. I don't know much now. Tim Curry's in it. They're singing. People love it. Oh yeah, and cross-dressing. I think I already mentioned that before, but I go ahead and watch the beginning of the movie, and hopefully I can glean what the rest of the movie is, and then make my assumptions and stuff. Okay, so there was a song, there was a mouth, there was credits, and a very awkward exchange between two high school friends. And then Tim Curry just standing there like fucking Lurch, just creeping. That is it. That is all that happened. It was a nice song. It was the classic type of 70s rock type music. If you were going in here unknowing what it is, like I was, you would think it was very weird. Welcome to where we're at. It presents you with this nice, opening. it feels like it's gonna get a little quirky and a little goofy. Like everybody's kind of like dressed up for this wedding, but it looks like they're kind of all something weird's gonna happen. Predictions, really hard to predict off of this first 5 where we're going, because like I said, it was just a mouth in space singing at me. I like the song, but the song presented some points. It like says some Dr. X is gonna create a creature and some odd other things are gonna happen. So I'm gonna assume that Dr. X is going to create a creature. I think I can get a good points off that one. That's song said it's got to be true. Exposition song is exposition song. Tim Curry, he hates everything that's not apparently him dressing up like the cover, because he just death stared the camera in the beginning of the movie. So we'll see. He's probably going to be a big focus. I feel like these people in the beginning are actually just not going to be and almost nothing to do with the whole movie, because they are already showing me their horrible chops as acting. So those are my predictions. There's a guy named Dr. X going to make a creature. Tim Curry's going to do, obviously, I win on that one, because I'm assuming he just hates everything that's not him dressing up. And then these beginning people we're seeing are almost just useless people, except for Susan Sarandon stands out in the crowd. So I feel like she's going to be more important than the two that are in front of the camera. But that's just, I'm just thinking that's just because the way they're filming it makes it look like they're framing her in spots that make her stand out more because of all the other people just being useless. So that's where we're at. We'll see what happens with the rest of the movie. Oh, I'm watching the international UK cut, which I hear has an ending that is different than the American one, only because the American one cut out the last number. And because American audiences, when they were first, the test viewers didn't like it, because it was sad or something. And the UK one is just the whole movie as it's supposed to be. So I get to see the whole movie as it's supposed to be. Let's do this. All the way. So I watched the movie. Dr. Frankenfurter is the one that made the creature. Guessing that's what Dr. X was in the thing, so good for me. The woman was important. So was the one dude in the beginning, but not. It was just a couple. It kept the theme going of like this. The strange start was still strange, and you didn't really. It's not one to quickly grasp. Everything looked really cool. It visually was really cool. I can understand why people like to dress up like that and have fun with it and stuff. It's the whole point of it was indulging in base desire, and then everyone did. And then all of a sudden it was about aliens. I was confused. But everything was really fun. The music was fun. All the characters were, interesting. But as a whole, I'd have to give it like a B, maybe. Yeah, we're gonna go give it was a B. It's fun to watch. I'm sure if I watched it again, I'd get more out of it, because I'd focus on different parts I didn't before. The music's all really catchy, and it looked like everyone was really having fun with it. Tim Curry, never seen that kind of side of him. That was amazing. It was just the most ridiculous. All these every little bit of his motions were like exaggerated. Like it was all to a point. Like he was all part of the show. Even like just facial expressions. Everybody else was just kind of there, singing. I liked the Riff Raff. He was great. But other than that, like, everybody else, like, is interchangeable as long as they could sing. They just kind of fit the roles. But those two really obviously liked what they were doing, and they made it big and showy. I feel like the middle of the movie, like the beginning and the middle, are a lot stronger than the ending of the movie. Like the third arc, just kind of, it's got like all these messages it's trying to tell you with this music, but it's not really saying anything. But like I said, I have to watch it again. It's interesting to see, like, basically he just lost himself in the indulgences of humans and loved it and didn't want to leave, and then made everybody else also follow along. And then he made a creature. It is really hilarious to basically, they did a bunch of different movies. Like, there's a little bit of King Kong, there's a little bit of, like, Frankenstein and, like, stuff like that. Like, all kinds of, like, bunch of little, like, horror movies mashed together. Just, he created life just to fuck it. Yeah, that's something. That's something that you never see. So I can see why people would remember that for a long time. Literally just a long number about how the muscly Adonis that he just made makes him horny. And then they just go off into a room, and then next song. It was just, what the fuck just happened? It's about it. Other than that, I mean, that's if it wasn't like some of the ending parts and some of the just like didn't really have a point. Like some of it was really fun to watch. It's a really fun to watch movie, but like it's not going to be like a level because there's a lot of things that just didn't develop at all. Really, it just happened. It's a big happening. So yeah, that's it. It was fun. It's probably more. What did you want me to say? We don't really have an ending thing.
Yeah, I know. Should I sit in and say, hey, thanks for watching our double feature?
There's more movies that we review.
Perfect. Should I sit in and say thanks?
Yeah, come on over here. Come on.
All right. And Scrooge, let's see.
All right, so we did the double feature thing.
Yeah, we did. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope I'm in the frame.
Yeah, well, yeah. No,
we'll see.
This is how we sat earlier.
I guess so. Yeah.
But yeah, we did it. We watched 2 movies in which horror is in the title.
Yeah. So
next time we'll probably watch 2 horror movies
that don't have horror in the title.
Correct.
They might have music in the title.
Is there a horror movie that just has music in the title?
There's a sound of music.
It's not a horror movie. Unless...
I beg to differ. Anyway. Alright. See you guys.
Bye.
Here's... Yeah.